Hello guys, this is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations. I'm coming to you with week 7 of my garden tour. I'm going to show you the things that we've done, the things we've added, things that are doing right, things that I could really use some help on how to do differently. Alright, let's turn you around and get started. Now Sammy's going to go in front of us. What I'm going to do is go up here to our new garden we made and show you all the good things about it. Right there are my calla lilies, still going strong. There's my sunflower, not really growing much, but it's there. Here are my impatiens. And there is my spot where the other impatiens are supposed to be growing, but I don't see any, so we'll wait and see what happens. These are the coleus. Those 6 plants. Here are my pumpkins. Still growing pretty strong. Alright, we'll take you over to where the zucchini is. I have my house shoes on, so I have to be very careful. Here's my zucchini, guys. I have flowers on them, but my sister said if it doesn't have the zucchini behind it already, that doesn't mean there's any zucchini coming. So I'm just holding on to the thoughts, hoping that it'll do. But there is my zucchini plant. Those flowers look pretty anyway. They were all blossomed out earlier today. Okay. Here are my squash, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Adding on new leaves as we speak. And look, guys. Look at my cucumber patch. Yes. Look at my little bunchers that are growing up. We had a nice little rain. God help, blessed us well. We had a nice little rain, so that brought everything up. These are, I believe, the pickling cucumbers on this side. And they have some flowers coming on them. There's a flower over there. That's a straight eights. So they're getting bigger. Look at those little munchers. I mean, they are going to town. So we'll hope they keep growing. Alright, let's go into the greenhouse. Here outside the greenhouse are my cherry tomatoes getting bigger and bigger. So everything looks a little dry. I'm going to go ahead and water it, even though we have a small chance of rain. I'm still going to water it a little bit. There is my I keep forgetting the name of it. Chamomile. Look how big they're getting. That looks nice. Okay, here is my peppermint. So far I don't see any peppermints up. But I do have one lemon balm up. So I hope the rest of them. And still no rosemary. I cannot get rosemary to grow. Here we planted some seeds out of one of our red pepper plants, hoping we might be able to get some, but I guess you have to dry them and let them set over winter. I'm not sure. But anyway, so far it has not worked. There is what is supposed to have been my rosemary that I planted, but I don't think that's rosemary plants. I don't know what that is. Here is my raspberries. Still no green coming up on them. I'm just going to keep watering them, and hopefully they'll grow. Down here we started an experiment on rose petals, trying to get them to propagate and make roots. So here's our experiment. This one was dipped in honey and stuck in dirt. This one was stuck in a paper towel and water. That's all it's got in it, just paper towel and water, and it's doing really good. These in the jar, we're trying to hope that they start a root on them. These were dipped in honey, but they still had their flowers on. So far, they're not dead. They still got green bushes on them, but they're not, the leaves are gone. This one was put down in a tomato and it did not do anything. But we'll see how it does. And these we dipped in honey on 2 sides and stuck them down in this pot. And so far, some of them are doing okay. Some of them not so good. So we'll see how that works. Coming to the other side, we have my 2 blackberry plants. Still no green. There's a little green wannabe on there, but so far nothing's growing. They told me just stick it in the plant, in the ground. It says dormant plants. I don't know if you can read that, but that's what it tell you to do. And that's what I did. They're sitting right there, but no green so far. Here are my cactus, still going strong. Need to put some more water in them. It's about time. Alright, and out into the garden, we're going to start with my mortgage lifters. They're getting off a lot of yellow leaves on the bottom. I'm not sure what that is, but they are still having tomatoes come on them. So we'll see what that happens. We have a few tomatoes coming on each one of them. Right there's the one on this one. Come on, plant. There we go. We have beautiful flowers on these. There's a tomato down there. There's my pepper plant. Still growing. Got a pepper on it, but it's still growing. I finally tie these up so they're supported a little better. They were looking a little droopy. There's our tomato on this one, and we've got a couple more on there. Here's the tomatoes on our early girls coming on. There's some more down there. Here are these with some new ones coming on. Ooh, one's getting ready to turn colors, it looks like. And then there is that one. And there's that pepper plant. Here are my strawberries. These have just about give up the ghost as far as making strawberries, but I'll leave them in there. Hopefully I can get some growth back out of them next year. The everberries are still, I forgot to get that one off, are still making berries, so we'll see what they do. They're still green. Up here, there is still no sage. Here is my second round of basil, though, doing really good. I got catnip doing good. Or my new second round of oregano is doing good. There's my basil. My oregano, I don't know why they're turning colors on the leaves. I don't know if something's peeing on them. What? Anyway, there's some. My cilantro has done, I had to cut some of it back to take it in the house. There's my parsley coming up pretty good. We got a weed in there. Let's get it out of there. There's I cut down the tops of those lilacs and took them in to dry them. And here are my radishes, still doing good. There's some more beefsteak tomatoes. Those are the ones that's doing good. This is my anemones, still no flowers, but pretty plants. There's a tomato on my beefsteak. There's another one. So my beefsteaks are now producing. There's another one. They're now producing tomatoes. I don't know if I'll get too many, but if I do, there's a whole bunch coming on. And we have this one little pepper sitting down there, still doing good. New flowers on it. Here are the hybrids. I don't see any tomatoes on them, but they got lots of flowers, so I'm sure they'll turn into tomatoes eventually. Okay, here is my onions. they're getting pretty good. So I'm just going to let them keep growing so they'll grow bigger onions in the ground. So we'll just let them keep going. Timmy pulled one up a while ago and ate it. He just likes onions. Here is his rhubarb, guys. I don't know what's happening to that. All the leaves went colored. So if you could tell me how to fix this rhubarb plant for him, I'd appreciate it. There's my thistle. Still no flower on it. But it does have... I don't know whether this is the thistle or this is. But anyway, this pretty in there. Okay, so we're going to walk around here. Here is my impatiens I planted. Trying to be very steady with these house shoes on. Here are my California Wonder peppers. I'm hoping that they grow. Janet said they'll stay small, relatively small, for a long time, and then all of a sudden they'll just pop up out of there. So we'll wait and see. Here is my yellow ones. I had to pull one out because it died on me. Here is my red ones. Here is my straight eights. They're getting more and more leaves on them, so they're filling in that little spot. Oh, somebody knocked over my... That's my marigolds. Here's my sunflowers. They're still growing, but I don't know what they're going to amount to. Here is my broccoli. Dean had gorgeous broccoli out there when I went out to visit yesterday. There's my cauliflower. Here are my pickling cucumbers, also getting more leaves on them, stretching out. So I'll have to put me a tomato stake in there so they can climb up them here in a week or two. Here is my other impatiens. See if I can get back. They're pretty. If they're a weed, they're a pretty weed. Hey, look at that. It's got a flower on it. If anybody knows what that flower is, let me know. I know that's not an impatient, but still a pretty weed. Here, I had to cover up my peas. Look, guys. Right there. Look, I got peas. Yes, I had to put a covering on them because I got birds that are eating everything. So I covered up my grapes. Here is the cabbage. It's still not doing anything, but it's still green. Or, I'm sorry, this is the spinach. This is the cabbage. And that is cabbage. They're still green. I'm not sure what they're supposed to do. There are these are beefsteak tomatoes that I planted. Look, something got into my zinnias. So I just covered them up with this stuff too. So hopefully I can keep the birds out of it. And there are my cherry tomatoes. They're still green. Maybe they have a chance to grow. And here are some more beefsteak tomatoes. Let me get you unhooked from the thing. Alright guys, that ends week 7. If you have any suggestions that can help me to get more healthier looking plants, please leave me a message. And until next time, I see you next week. Thanks for watching.